What's going on, everybody? It's Turbo857 here with
Try4ce from My Life in Gaming.
And we're at the Long Island Retro Gaming Expo 2019. What is the driving philosophy behind your show? What made you want to do it?
I mean, I've always wanted to do videos about, stuff that interests me. Both Corey and I, we're videographers by, training and trade. So that's where our professional background is. And I always wanted to make videos about video games because that's what I'm passionate about. But I never had the motivation to do it myself. So when a fellow video editor friend of mine said, hey, let's make a YouTube channel together, I'm like, okay, let's do it. And somehow we've stuck with it.
And you guys release probably about 2 videos a month, maybe?
That's what we try to do. Yeah,
right.
Yeah. And we stream on YouTube on Sunday nights.
YouTube's on Sunday nights and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, so it takes you a little while, kind of like, to get the editing done, put it out. But it's about quality, than it is about quantity. So I think that's really good.
Right. I mean, that's what we try to do. I mean, our audience seems to really like the longer videos, and whether it's for good or bad, we tend to gravitate toward like, oh, I want to cover every angle possible about this subject.
Yeah.
And sometimes we're just like, ugh, wore out by the end of the process, but we don't want to feel like we left any stone unturned.
Right.
And people kind of expect that from us at this point.
Not bad. Now, what is the favorite piece of content that you guys put out so far that's resonated with you the most, that you're most proud of?
Well, probably the 2 things that we've done most recently, we did a documentary on the game developer M2, which we actually got to go to Japan and interview those guys and made like a 15-minute documentary going over their entire history, their entire library of games that they worked on. And another thing, a much smaller project that a lot of people really appreciate, we interviewed the artist who did most of Konami's box art in America from about 1988 to 1993. Not all of it, but they did. This is Tom Dubois, not Dubois, Dubois. That's how he says. That's how he says it. But he did like Super C and Contra 3 and Castlevania 3 and Castlevania 4 and all sorts of random little stuff like Bayou Billy and stuff. And he's just got this really exciting, like dynamic, like action hero style to his artwork. Yeah. And he's like, a lot of times some people are like, ooh, American box art, but he was one of the good guys. Nice. And he had no idea the impact of his work and the permanence of his work, because us old video game people, like, we cling really hard to what we like, right? And he had no idea that people still cared about this stuff, that this work that he had done, decades ago, and he was just really surprised, and that was a really special documentary to do as well.
That's awesome. I gotta check that one out, especially the M2 one, because M2, they're like emulation wizards, so they're really, really cool. But Bayou Billy was a hard-ass game. I hated that game. It's like, but the box art for a lot of the games, Castlevania 4, that was awesome.
Yeah.
So that's really, really cool. What are your plans for the future for your show as far as your content? You just whatever interesting stuff comes your way.
Basically, tech is always a focus for us, and more documentaries. We want to travel and interview, people who either have done interesting stuff with video games or are, continuing to do so.
Awesome. All right. Well, that's really, really interesting. I'm going to be checking out a lot of that myself because I was just kind of blown away for it. My Life in Gaming. Thanks a lot. Appreciate you giving us the time. Turbo857, everybody. We'll see you guys later. Be sure to like the video if you like it. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Follow us on all of the social media, because if we hit 500 subscribers or followers on any of our social media profiles, we're going to be doing our hot sauce challenge, where we have no idea how hot the fire we breathe is going to be. And don't forget about that podcast we have, bi-weekly, every other Wednesday, Twitch live, 8 o'clock p.m., and also on YouTube on Mondays, 12 o'clock p.m., every other Monday. That is our collective My Take Once again, let us know what your take is in the comments below. And we're gonna see you guys again real soon, around 12 o'clock noon.